What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody is doing great. It was an awesome day in the markets. We got inauguration day tomorrow, and we're hearing good things from Biden. Even with that being said, it is after the closing bell, and Netflix just destroyed earnings and popped up 12%. So take that, Disney Plus. Being said, remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And today, don't really have much news aside from that. I'm probably going to actually be cutting down the news, to be honest. Just kind of talk briefly about the market and then just jump straight into the charts. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the charts. So today, like I said, today was an awesome day. I know my biggest trade today was Facebook. I had the one leap that I carried over, which I'm actually still carrying that particular leap over, but I grabbed two other leaps today, one of which I sold for a nice profit, and then another one, the other two I'm still holding on to, and it's been popping up after hours. So being said, the market started off slow today, but we had quite the pump and then kind of just carried sideways for a little bit. But being said, I mean, the market is looking pretty good right now. I think everything wants to transition to power, all depending on the wordplay from Biden. Tomorrow might be a little wacky. There might be a lot of fake outs and wicks tomorrow. To be honest, I don't particularly like that, but all my positions are either leaps or shares, so they don't get rattled as badly. Again, if anything pops up a significant amount, I will definitely be getting out. I know BYND is. I'll talk to it when I get to that particular one, but. Tesla, as always, it's still consolidating. I have a couple shares in this just in case it goes bonkers and wants to go up to 1,000. Can make something off of it. It's not much, but I do have a foot in the door in case Tesla wants to go wild. I'm actually waiting for it to come down again. I didn't like the break yesterday. I didn't like this break yesterday, and I wanted it to hold before I even considered even adding anything more. Like I said, it's really light. I wouldn't even possibly even consider this a position. But if Tesla's going to run up $500, well, why not, right? And being said, that's it for Tesla. I don't really expect Tesla. I think Tesla's just going to do this, and probably till about a week out from earnings. I don't know exactly when Tesla earnings are. I know there's a lot of earnings are really scattered. A lot of the big ones are normally together. But I know Facebook is next Wednesday. So I'm thinking Tesla is around the corner. If not next week, maybe early February. I know Square is actually, I believe, end of February. Airbnb, I didn't take this today. I debated when it was sitting here in the zone. Although in the morning, nothing really looked the greatest. So I didn't mess with this. I actually didn't look at this much today, but I did want to get back in Airbnb, and I might have actually missed it because it was a pretty solid support. But I'll definitely be keeping my eye on it. It might actually just play this range a little bit, to be honest. We'll have to see how that goes. But Square, I'm still in this in shares. Yes, it pulled back. We might have another pullback tomorrow and into what's tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. We might have a breakout Thursday, Friday. I wouldn't doubt that. To the upside, maybe trying to think if there's anything. I don't know when PayPal is. If PayPal has good earnings, I don't know if they're before SQ. If they are, and they make some awesome earnings from Vismo or whatever their app is called. I know Cash App is going to destroy it if that's the case. So we might see an early run up if we get PayPal numbers out. I'm pretty sure PayPal was this week. I have to look that up, but let's see. Apple, I haven't even looked at this. It's still just playing range. Everything else is so much better. Facebook, this was my jam today. I've been sitting in this. I grabbed that leap here and held on to it. It held well. And then let's see. Yeah, so it popped up today, and then I grabbed 2 more leaps in here, and it pushed up to here, and I sold one of them at the 259 mark, and then I'm still carrying the other 2 into tomorrow. And again, earnings is next Wednesday. I expect this to try to climb pretty high. The run up normally pretty high. At least I could possibly see 280 even before earnings, running and hitting this and then kind of stalling till earnings. But I think they're going to destroy it anyway. The ad space is ridiculous. So, being said, BYND, I actually set a stop today on this, and it came close. This wick came really close. I was only off by 16 cents, and that wick would have tagged me out. So saved by the wick. So I'm still in this position. It really needs a break here. It is really trying. I'm hoping we gap up over it, and then that will give us some more breathing room, maybe to 165, and then possibly stall there until earnings. BYND, I'm not really sure when their earnings is. Like I said, their earnings are kind of weird and all scattered over, so it's hard to tell. Snow starting becoming a stock that I just don't like. I was in it and it popped up during this move. Yeah, I grabbed it right here, so it did go a little red, and then it popped up. I was well under the green, and then it pulled all the way back. I'm sitting in it, waiting for a nice pop, waiting for a nice 400 run, but I don't know. At this point, I mean, I'm not down that much. I'm in share. Well, I'm still. Where am I at? Yeah, I'm barely down in this position. Can't recall. I must have just barely got into this position up here. Nonetheless, Snow, I'm still in that one. It's not the greatest stock to trade unless you're just holding it. Believe in the company, just hold it. Etsy, I really debated taking this. Even last night, I was looking at this, and after this drop and hold, I thought it might gap, but I didn't take a position. And this morning, I was actually looking for it for scalp, preoccupied with Facebook and some of my other positions. I was trying to clear out, make room for my new positions, and then this one just kind of ran away from me. Lemonade, I like this one tomorrow. I'm waiting for it to hit the zone, the 136.87. If it does hit that, I will be looking at leaps for Lemonade. So I do like that. And one thing I just noticed, I just actually got the list from ARC Activity today, and they are buying back into Lemonade. So they might be waiting for this zone too. So tomorrow, this is definitely on my watch tomorrow. It's one of my high priorities tomorrow. To make sure that if it does come down, I will be looking at it. And so is Spot. Spot is another one. Come on, TOS. Spot is definitely another one. I'm waiting for it to come down to this 310 mark. I don't know how close we're going to get. We're pretty close now. I don't know if we're going to push down at all overnight. I may have actually missed it. There is kind of a zone here, I guess you could say. Not really, but I am watching Spot. I would like it down here, but if it runs away, it runs away. I'm not chasing it. TAN, I'm still sitting in TAN. It's reversing. I'm at break even now at this particular trade because I did get in when it was going sideways here, and then it just dropped. Just in shares, still holding well, still holding that. I think tomorrow this TAN will actually probably rip pretty high tomorrow. That's probably why it started building up today. The same with ENPH. I'm actually in a leap in this and bought it here when it was holding this support, and it dropped. It held really well actually and came back up. So I'm sitting break even on that one too. When I'm thinking it's just going to hold this 106 mark. Let's get a crazy wick down here, which I have this alert. So I'm waiting on when. If it does by chance get down where that wick is, I'm going to take a leap on it. NIO. Didn't even, I think I glanced at this today. I didn't really do anything. STPK, I actually grabbed some leaps in this one today, and it looks like we're starting to push up. I think this one's going to really jet either tomorrow or in the coming weeks, just after the Biden news. So we'll see where we are tomorrow with this, but ultimately, again, I do really like this as far as the energy play. I think this stock can rip. Energy storage. Yeah, I'm really liking this one, and I got it today. I got leaps on it, so we'll see. NGA. NGA, again, looks like it's going to turn over and dump. I did grab some leaps in this. When it came down, I grabbed a couple leaps, about as far out as I can get. I think this one, again, is still going to pump. I'm still sitting in shares in this. So, again, NGA is a good one. I like the van, essentially the van EV play on this one that's backed by Amazon. So I think once the market again digests the information, this one will rip. Target price, I don't know. It's all a guess. If I give you a guess on the target price, I don't know. But I got a good feeling about this one really ripping. So being said, I did get in BIIO. This play, oh my gosh, this play. I was definitely not a fan of this one. I got into this play. It rattled around a lot, and I just didn't like it. I could see the consolidation. I don't recall there being options for this. It was just straight shares. Again, I think it's just waiting for some kind of information to drop, and this one will rip. I think, again, they're waiting for FDA approval to be able to do testing on your phone. That's why I don't really like changing any of the therapeutic stuff in the genomic space because of that. CCIV, again, I'm not a huge fan of this one. It is starting to pump after hours. I think all EVs will be pumping tomorrow. Definitely got to see how that plays out. But actually, what I'm trying to think, oh, it's way down there. I don't know why this BLBD is way down there. I was like, where's my other EV play here? For some reason she was way down there. Not really quite sure what was going on. You can go ahead and move her back up in here. All right, BLBD. I did sell some of my shares on this pump today. It's having a really tough time trying to break this. I break the zone up here, but it sells some. I still have a pretty decent position, nothing huge. I'd kind of like to hold this for maybe even a couple months swing. It just really depends. But so far, I still like it. Again, I think the advantage it has is the fact that the buses are built in the U.S. and Biden says all the new infrastructure and EVs and all that stuff, he wants it to be built in the U.S. So I think that's the advantage to this one. That's why it's been having these crazy pumps overnight. But tomorrow it could really pump, but I still have a position in that if it decides to do so. See what else we got. GIK. Yeah, this one is wedging pretty nicely, actually. I did sell the shares. My shares were up a little bit today. It's not really anything to talk about. I could pretty much just call it break even. But being said, I mean, it's flagging really nice. I still have a leap on this. That's why I sold my shares. I feel comfortable with a leap as opposed to shares because I want to reallocate those funds to something else. I'm trying to start making adding up more cash going into, because now earnings are starting to hit and everything. I really want to start adding more cash momentarily. I think from now all until next month, going through all the earnings, we're going to do a lot of pumping from now between then. So just slowly backing out of some positions. I felt a leap was big enough. I didn't need to hold shares as well in that position. So bingo, nothing. AMD, I did cut this position. This position was red, but I mean, it wasn't that bad. I was waiting for it. I kept holding here. Then I'll be honest, I just got frustrated with it. I was done with AMD. It looked like it looks like it might reverse now, but it actually does because it's starting to curl now. I mean, it looked like it was curling this morning. I thought it would actually reverse, but then it just dropped. So Yeah, I'm just on the wrong cycle AMD on that one. So nonetheless, I didn't want to deal with it. Again, just trying to reallocate funds, but it's all good. Red is no big deal because actually I made all for that loss already, so it's not that big of a deal. BA, it's consolidating again, actually. It did come close yesterday to that zone. I don't know if we're going to play. If we do play range, it'd be worth trying to catch a leap out of here too. But BA is definitely a tricky one. I really like BA. So ZM, I haven't played it. It does look good though, but yeah, I'm just not playing it. Workhorse has just been trash. I mean, Apple has been really trash too lately. It's just, I think, really tired. I don't know about Workhorse, but I don't know. Apple's definitely tired. And not something I really like. Very good Butcher. Still waiting for it to come down. If we can get a 231 entry, I'll definitely load the boat on Very Good Butcher again. Again, waiting for correction on these two. This one's been doing the same, just a lot of sideways action. This one, nothing new. Actually, I did sell the couple of shares yesterday when it pumped. I don't know if I said that or not yesterday. Or not yesterday, but was it today? But Evogen, yes. I'm not in this any longer. I think the couple of shares I had, I switched it, and I actually reallocated those funds to buy one of my my Facebook leaps today, which again totally crushed it and was well worth it. So can't complain about that. 3D printing, again wedging. We'll see what happens with that. It's not my favorite to trade. Again, I like for it to wait. I mean, if it was down here in the zone, if I hit it down here in the zone, if there's nothing else going on, I'd probably buy it. But as of right now, nothing. Planters is still just playing range. I'm waiting for it to come back down a little bit. Space is too high. Got that pump from ARC, and then it's just kind of floating. And man, none of the chips right now. None of the chips look good. I can tell you that. T-Dog looks pretty good too. There's actually, it's up against this this resistance here. It's at a nice resistance. So if it does break this, which I do have an alert here, if this does break it and retest, definitely worth getting in and writing it for some money. Cost, it broke. It finally broke here. It hit basement. So we'll have to see where it goes. I don't play cost that much. I was actually looking at it because it was holding very well. And then to see this move today, I was like, nope, I'm good. Amazon, I don't know. Amazon just been just hasn't been Amazon. It's been like stalling a lot. So it's like every time it starts running, like it's some bad news, like that run, the last one I was in, it pumped for about $100 and then it just dropped. So is what it is. Snap, I'm still holding this leap. It's been bouncing around, still holding well. Again, I'm holding it. I want to hold it all the way to earnings. I'm not, again, sure about Snap when their earnings are. I go week to week, typically looking for, the week I'm in and the next week is typically when I look for different earnings dates, essentially, unless it's one of the big ones like Tesla or something, then I'll actually look up the date because I play those ones. The ones I play often, I'll definitely look up the dates. Disney, I was talking about a leap on this one. I was like, it's starting to kind of mellow out here today. I almost took a leap because I know everybody was talking. I was talking to one of my other buddies about it, and we were talking about Netflix earnings today. And then I'm like, well, what about Disney Plus? I mean, they have, they're probably going to have a killer earnings. And then I didn't take the position because I don't know. I waited last minute. I was like, I'll wait because I wanted to give it one more day. And then the news came out about Netflix just destroying subscriptions and everything, and then that shot that right up. So nonetheless, I was a donkey for doing that one. Let's see, shop too high. I think that's pretty much it. I don't really see anything else. Wolf, man, it's even like below IPO price. I mean, it might actually be worth grabbing leaps in this thing, to be honest. I don't know. I think they will. I don't even just IPO'd, so I don't even know what the earnings is for that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got. There's nothing else I really saw. Again, I think the plays I've already listed off. My favorites tomorrow: Lemonade and Spots, BYND continuation, Facebook continuation, Square. Hopefully, we can start pushing back up and hopefully break. Maybe we just another sideways day on Square. Tesla, I'm not really expecting anything until we get like a week out. I think we're gonna see this junk until pretty much the week before earnings. Then we might get a little bit more of a run and a break here, and then really shoot up and try to test 1,000. Yes, I said 1,000. I think it's gonna try to attempt to do that, but we'll see what happens. But guys, that's all I got for you. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. And until tomorrow, have a great one, guys.